Do you ramble in interviews or say too much when you're put on the spot? Today, I want to share one of my favorite tools to help you be concise and clear under pressure. So, in meetings with senior leaders, or if you're interviewing, if you're in a moment of conflict. And if you're new here, hey, I'm Lee. I've spent 10 years helping thousands of people articulate their authority in moments of pressure. And as you ascend in leadership, it is vital that you get out of the details. You may have a tendency to be thorough in your responses, to want your audience to have all of the information that you have, but this can actually disrupt your ability to be strategic on your feet. And instead, we want to be consolidating our ideas into the higher level to start at the 10th floor. And this is the opposite of how we tell stories. We are taught to start in the details and work our way up to a grand conclusion. And my idea is called the Golden Nugget. This is designed to get you out of the details so that you can be more concise, high level, and strategic when you're put on the spot. The Golden Nugget is almost always the first idea that comes to me. It is the biggest idea it has, the most important thing I want the audience to remember, to walk away with, to do, think, or feel. The Golden Nugget does a few things. First of all, it's just not habitual. And so if you're used to responding in a certain way, this makes you be more present and conscious in your communication. It also reorganizes your idea so that you start in a more concise way. And this is going to help you be more concise overall. The other thing the Golden Nugget does is that it gets us out of analytical thinking that is rooted in words. What words should I use? How should I organize what I want to say? And instead, it helps you think more visually. And when we're thinking visually as opposed to verbally, our thinking speed increases 40 to 400 times. And I want to say that this is not the only approach. When I'm networking or making small talk, I don't start at the high level. I want to start in the details. But when you're interviewing or when you're speaking up with senior leaders, getting concise and clear is absolutely essential. So let's practice this together. I'm going to ask you a question. And instead of speaking right away, I want you to consciously take a micro pause. And in that micro pause, I want you to think, what is my golden nugget? What's the most important thing I want them to know? So let's practice this together. And the question I want to ask you is, what energizes you in your work? Okay, I'm going to ask you that again, and I want you to take a micro pause and to find your golden nugget. It's a word or a phrase that encapsulates your response, that is the most important thing you want us to know. So here we go. So, what energizes you in your work? I grounded for a micro pause, and what came to me, my golden nugget, was uplifting and amplifying underheard voices. So, if I were put on the spot and asked, what energizes you in your work? I'm energized by uplifting and amplifying underheard voices. When someone comes to me with lifelong speaking anxiety, and within one session they can feel more confident and clear, they can think on their feet with more agency and authority. That is what energizes me in my work. Now, the key to practicing your golden nugget is to not just use this tool in your most challenging moments. I encourage you to practice it when you're comfortable, with your friends, when you're socializing, maybe with your team. You can even practice this when you're sitting on the couch watching TV. If someone on a show is put on the spot, can you find your golden nugget silently in your mind? Practice accessing your potential response when you're not under pressure. And if you want to practice tools like this, join my free group coaching class. In this class, we will practice tools to speak with more authority, to elevate your leadership. You can find out more at presentvoices.com. And don't forget to subscribe and follow along where I'll share tools to help you speak with more authority. Hope to see you soon.